separated. Good. This is probably all I'm going to get. It'll be good for you. There may be one with just a twist, and I can talk about that for you at the end. Number 3. I'm going to the top of page 73. Did you get it? Everybody got that one copied? 9n squared, bless you, plus 10n, bless you, plus 5 equals 0. It's that time of year, isn't it? A is 9, B is 10, and C is 5. Now, you don't have the quadratic formula in front of you, but it's over there on page 72, so look at it as we do it. And we've got, now we're solving for n. N equals opposite of b. What's the opposite of 10? Negative 10, plus or minus. Now, b squared, we can write 10 squared, but we know, what is 10 squared? 100. Let's go ahead and write that. Minus 4 times 9 times 5. Now, when I give this to you on the calculator Friday, the calculator will actually go ahead and do this for you. All over 2 times 9. Just hang with me. Okay, negative 10 plus or minus the square root of negative 100. Oh, wrong problem. I think that's a negative 80, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be negative 80 all over 18. Now, the square root of negative 80, and I'm going to not do the factor tree, but it's going to be, this is just my scratch work. Let's do it right here. It's going to be the square root of negative 1 times 2 squared times 2 squared times 5. If you do the factor tree, that is I times 2 times 2 times the square root of 5. Okay, everybody with me? So our next step is going to be negative 10 plus or minus, that's going to be 4i squared of 5. Now what's the denominator? And I'm going to go ahead and separate it because these are going to reduce. And it's much easier to reduce them when they're separated. That'll save you a little bit of work there. This one, if you reduce by 2 over 2, you'll get negative 5/9. And the second one, divide by 2 over 2, and you'll get 2i squared of 5 over 9. And I don't make you write the 2 squared of 5 over 9i, but you could pull it out like this. You could do 2 squared of 5 over 9i. They do it like that sometimes. I'm fine with that. And I'm kind of thinking the ACT does that. Now, real quick, let me show you this, because you have one, I think, maybe in your classwork. If you have something like 8x squared minus 18 equals 0, or if you have 8x squared minus 18x equals 0, if you want to just make a note of this, I mean, I think you'll be okay. What's ABC in this one? Oops. And what's ABC in this one? They're not the same. Okay, I think all of you agree that A is 8, right? Now, what is this? That's the C, isn't it? That's your constant. So what would B equal? There's no X in it. Now this one, you've got A is 8, B is the negative 18, there's no constant, so C is the 0. Now a lot of people get those mixed up, so be careful. B can be 0, C can be 0, both of them can be 0. A will never be 0. So be careful. I think you might have one of those in your classwork. It makes the arithmetic's pretty easy on those because of C being 0 or the B or C being 0. Okay, that's a lot put in there. I think you can do it. Again, it's the